I'm Todd Grisham, and you could not. Here comes Big D, David Adelin.
This bout is scheduled for 12 rounds of boxing.
So much hype surrounding. The time has finally arrived. These two men have been jawing at each other for months. The talking is finally over. Now it's time to fight. That hook had to hurt. Big hook. Good thing it didn't land. Missing with the hook. The audience absolutely right on top of you in this very special environment here.
This is that place you want to say, I fought there, I've been there, and now we are here.
Straight hurting. A very competitive round here so far.
Very close match. It shows the skill, the discipline, the respect both fighters have for each other because no one dare do anything out of turn.
Good counter punch. Jab slightly off target. Block the left there. That big hook doesn't land. Which one of these athletes is going to say, I can't take it anymore? You know the scorecards are going to be all over the place in this one. After what we saw in that last round, it's pretty obvious who has the advantage here.
Dominance, without a doubt, made look so easy.
Beautiful. That's it. Just
okay. Focus. Big deep breath. Calm yourself.
you out. Great work. Just the same again. Don't
Starting to make mistakes and you're switching off. I need you to switch back on. Get full.
You were thinking. You were smart. You were loading up. You were still landing your power shots.
Here we go for round two. That round was complete domination. Let's see if we can shake things up here in this round.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything worked. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
They exchange punches. Counterfighter relies a lot on their instincts and reaction time. You've got to get in there quick to punch your opponent before he gets his fist back to block.
Reaction is second to none. It's the blink of an eye and they're waiting for any little twitch you do. So you've got to fight a counter puncher smart.
Not a lot of punch output. Thought there would be some more action here. This has been a very competitive round between these two.
Perfectly matched, skill for skill, tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, and so I've got to respect both of them more than happy.
Perfect counter shot. Those counter punches have to hurt. Perfect counter shot. They block the left there. Catch and shoot. Has to be careful for that. A very competitive round with 10 seconds left. Well, we know they've got the advantage so far, but how does this match? The bell rings and we start the third. After a really strong round, let's see if they can finish the job.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
Every time they throw a shot, they get countered. When you're fighting a counterpuncher, the feint can be such a good weapon. Pretend you're going to punch, make the counterpuncher throw a punch, and then you counter them.
Todd, I understand what you're saying, but you've got to be honest. You've got to be on it. You've got to be a pro. You've got to think right. Concentrate.
The winner of this surely will get a world title shot. They have no respect for each other's punching power. Big shots from both these fighters. Got to be careful, though.
Skill for skill, tap for tap. Just like a match made in heaven.
Can't find a home in that jab. You're not going to see as much footwork as the smaller weight classes in the heavyweight division, but we don't care. We want the heavy fist. Well done with that counter shot. One punch could change everything in this battle. This round's still up for grabs with just 10 seconds to go. All three judges here are going to get... Here we go to the fourth round. Last round, complete domination. Let's see what we have in store for us here.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
Big hook doesn't land. Nice counter shot. There's nothing quite like a big heavyweight fight. Everything can change with one punch.
This is when you get in the ring feeling like you're King Kong because you know you've got a chin that is not going to get dented.
Punch right up the middle. Big hook. Good thing it didn't land. Nice exchanges from both men in this round.
They're so close, so close. How can you separate them? It's going to be a hard night tonight for the judges.
They blocked the left there. This is the heavyweight division. One punch could end this fight.
Let me explain to you about a fast fighter that's got hand speed and footwork. They're relaxed. They're confident. They know they just have to quick burst, boom. In a split second, they've let 4 shots go. Their footwork has got them out of the way. And these guys are so relaxed. And that's why they can maintain this all the way through a fight.
Despite what the judges' scorecards read, there are no losers in this one. Oh my word, Adelaide in some serious trouble. At this point, you gotta believe he can't win a... Here we go in round 5. Who's gonna land the first big shot? Not the start that they wanted, but let's see what they can do in this round.
This is one of those situations. You've just been hurt, you've got to get out there again. Be smart, be sharp. Don't be a fool, don't get suckered in. Make him fight your fight. Hold him, tie him up, just until your head clears again and your legs come back again. Because if you don't, he's going to pop you off.
He fails to score with that left hook. It doesn't always pay to be first. It pays to be last. punching. Trying to land that jab. They're both looking for the knockouts here, and that's what we expect from heavyweights.
They know the second they touch you, it's done. They're that powerful.
Punch, counter punch. Jab misses. Just when you thought we'd see a lull in the action, here we go again. And this is a you hit me hard, I'll hit you hard type of fight. Nice counter punch right up the middle. Very close round with 10 seconds to go. As bad as boxing judging can be sometimes. Let's start the sixth. This fight has been very one-sided. What are we going to have in this round?
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
How much confidence do you build when your opponents hit you with their best shot and you walk right through it?
Todd, you know what? Sometimes when I've done in the ring with fights like that and you punch them, you just want to run. You want that spaceship to come and lift you out there because you think, what the hell am I going to do now?
That hook's blocked. Which one of these athletes is going to be the first to go down? One punch changes everything in this division. It's the heavyweights.
I've seen certain fighters that can depend on just their power alone. Forget tactics. They know the second they touch you, it's done. That's where the confidence comes from.
Nobody home with that hook. They exchange punches. These punches coming from every angle. You couldn't write a script like this. This is like Rocky versus Apollo. This round could go either way. 10 seconds to go. It's no secret who has the advantage after that last round. Let's see what they have in store for. Here comes round 7. They've got all the momentum on their side after that last round. Let's see what they do here.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
Every time they drop their guard, they get caught. David Adelaide just took a big shot. And that was a heavyweight shot that put Big D down. Everything looks better in slow motion. Let's take another look.
Where did that come from? What?
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Give me your glove.
So back into the fray again, but how much do they have left?
Got to waste time. Get step behind the referee. When he comes close, tie him up. The referee's then got to paw you. Walk around the ring. You just...
Whoa, did you see that? Give me just a second here, Johnny. Adelaide rocked. He's going to take a knee.
What you see right there is a heartbroken fighter.
6, 7, 8.
that jab gets blocked. Well done with that counter shot. Throwing a hook, but nice defense there. Okay, final 10 seconds of the round, and he is looking really sharp. You've got to wonder how big of a factor that knockdown is going to be we just saw. Round 8, and we're off again. Got to get the momentum shift coming their way. What can they do here?
What a knockdown. 1 minute. You need 1 hour to get over a shot like that. Now it's down to conditioning. Now it's down to mental strength and preparation. It's how you are going to deal with this.
Every time they drop their guard, they get caught. Talk about punches and bunches. That's the mantra for this fighter with that exceptional hand speed.
So you're getting in there with somebody that's so fast, you're prepared to take a licking because you've got to get some before you get him close.
Nice counter punch right up the middle. Nice counter shot. It's like a game of joust. They both got their swords. They're slinging it. And he wasn't ready for that counter punch. That counter punch caught him clean. You can tell he's stronger, but he's not faster. You've seen all the famous boxing movies, the training scenes, the gym work. That's what it all boils down to. Who's going to have more endurance?
What can they change? Can they slow the pace down? Can they hope to knock them out early? What can they do? They've got to concentrate and relax. Because you know what you can do in the gym, you can do it in a fight. They've got to relax.
Punch, counter punch. You know the scorecards are going to be all over the place in this one. Well, there was no doubt about who won that round. And we enter the night. Coming off that fantastic last round, let's see if he can keep his momentum going.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
Cannot throw out a lazy jab in this fight. You'll get knocked out. Missing with that right hook. There's a counter shot. What do you think of what we've seen so far from these two boxers, Johnny?
This is about ego. Get your ego in check, Todd, because if you fight a man that is used to doing this, he's confident and comfortable doing this, why are you giving him that chance to dance that dance? Step out of the way, box him. Frustrate him, because if you let him get away with it, he throws you down.
You can tell who's stronger and who's faster. Beautiful counter punch. These two were made for each other. Every time they throw a shot, they get countered. You'd like to see more jab. Oh, wait a minute. Is David Adelaide going to go down? And it appears they... And you knew this was coming. They're going to take a knee.
Absolutely gassed out. Didn't know what to do. And hurt on top of that.
Down big time on the scores.
Leaves a knockout without...
And there's the bell for round 10. Let's see how they bounce back here in this round.
They've had 1 minute to recover. Now they've got to bluff it. They've got to bluff it. They've got to come up now and style it out. Get on the back foot, jab, rest on the jab. Be smart and pop until your legs come back. Then put the pressure on.
The old adage is, no matter how much speed you've got, timing beats speed.
When you have a fight that's got that great footwork and that great hand speed, it's so hard. It's an uphill battle.
A straight right just misses. That counter punch caught him clean. They are not going to let this one go to the judges. There's a counter shot. I can't believe we're only halfway through the round.
Skill for skill, tap for tap. She's like a match made in heaven.
They exchange punches. Nice idea with the jab, but does not land. Nice counter. They hit like heavyweights, but they move like middleweights. Truly elite level stuff here.
Now you've got two fighters that are absolutely shattered. What gets you through? Willpower. Calm, because if you panic, you get desperate. If you get desperate, you make mistakes. If you make mistakes, you get knocked out.
Despite what the judges' scorecards read, there are no losers in this one. Seemed like eternity for them finally comes to a close. There's the bell to start round 11. So the fight will continue. How do they turn things around?
That was a tough last round. Now you've got to make sure he doesn't put it on him. That's what he's going to try and do. So tie him up, hold him, lean on him. Don't get drawn into a fight. Not yet. Not until your senses have come back.
Nice counter. That hook won't score. Usyk might go down here. What an upset! No, we don't see a knockdown.
Now they've got to wake up. They've got to get on the back foot, clear the head a little.
Hold on, got to cut you off here, Johnny. Usyk. How did they survive that?
Got caught sleeping on the job. What do? You step back, steady yourself, recompose yourself, then boom, back into it. But do not make those mistakes. This is the wrong place to fall asleep.
This has been a very competitive round as we reach the midway point.
Perfectly matched, skill for skill, tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, and so I've got to respect both of them. More than happy.
Beautiful counter shot. David Adelaide just took a big shot. David Adelaide couldn't take any more, and down he goes. Lincoln, you miss it. Good thing we can watch that all over again.
I need to see that again.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. You are right.
Final 10 seconds here, unless something major happens. I think we all know who won that one. Adelaide rocks! Well, this next round is going to be crucial. There's the bell for round 12. He couldn't finish him off in the last round. Let's see what this has in store for us.
God, listen to me. If I knock somebody down like that round, you know this round coming out? He's getting everything, full barrel, because I know his legs are gone. So this, you watch what's going to happen. If he doesn't, I'll be very, very surprised.
The big Ukrainian in big trouble. Usyk couldn't take anymore, and down he goes. And it's a one-hitter winner. What a knockout shot. Let's take another look.
You're right, Todd. What a shot.
Apparently, it's going to take more than that to keep this fighter down.
That is a show of character. When you're put down, your ego's hurt, your chin's hurt, your body's hurting, and you've got to get up, suck it up, and think, right, I'm back in the game again. It's so hard for a fighter.
Nice counter punch right up the middle. They exchange punches. Has to be careful for that receipt. It's always coming. Nice counter shot. Perfect cut. Oh my, the Ukrainian has been rattled. No, we don't see a knockdown.
Green Days now needs to steady the pace, get the pace back to normal.
Final 10 seconds here, and this has not been his round for sure. Oh my word, Adelaide in some serious trouble. A pretty lopsided decision there, a unanimous one.
What a whitewash. You know, that's skills, that's class, that's levels.